Like, this is a documentary, so like a documentary is real.
Yeah. Is it recording?
Yeah.
In the morning, my roommate gets up about at like 8 o'clock every morning, and she makes coffee and some breakfast, and then she'll be in her room for most of the morning doing her classes.
According to the CDC, depression is more than just feeling down or having a bad day. When a sad mood lasts for a long time and interferes with normal everyday functioning, you may be depressed. Symptoms include feeling sad or anxious often or all the time, not wanting to do activities that used to be fun, feeling irritable, easily frustrated or restless, having trouble falling asleep or staying asleep, waking up too early or sleeping too much, eating more or less than usual or having no appetite, experiencing aches, pains, headaches, or stomach problems that did not improve with treatment, having trouble concentrating, remembering details or making decisions, feeling tired even after sleeping well, feeling guilty, worthless, or helpless, thinking about suicide or hurting yourself. Some people go to therapy or take medication for treatment. Some common antidepressants include Zoloft, Prozac, Celexa, Lexapro, Paxil, Luvox, and many others.
The depression didn't come first, the anxiety did.
According to the National Institute of Mental Health, occasional anxiety is an expected part of life, but anxiety disorders involve more than temporary worry or fear. For a person with an anxiety disorder, the anxiety does not go away and can get worse over time. The symptoms can interfere with daily activities, such as job performance, schoolwork, and relationships.
I started getting really irritated in middle school, and then the start of high school really did it for me. I never played the same sports as everyone, and I was just this typical girl who felt alone and different. I grew up happy, and I felt happy, but that was only sometimes. I overthink and let the anxiety control me. I wouldn't go to social events, I wouldn't leave my room, I would barely talk to people at school, I wouldn't ask questions in class because I didn't want that embarrassment. As my therapist says, I would catastrophize.
My roommate, I think on the verge of an anxiety attack, but I also haven't really experienced like a full one with my roommate, but I think she has definitely came close to one.
Yeah, no, I think that like she's never had like a full like anxiety attack like she would like at home. So that's good.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, she's been stressed out though.
Yes.
But not to the point she had like a full-on anxiety
No,
attack. She's definitely had her moments.
She's had her moments of a little cries here and there. Definitely could have fell into one, but we kind of was like,
not fair.
No.
In December of 2018, I hit my all-time low, but didn't decide to go to the doctor until October of 2019. After being diagnosed with depression and anxiety, I started 25 milligrams of Zoloft and went to therapy out of town, so no one knew about it.
The National Institute of Mental Health says cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT for short, is an example of one type of psychotherapy that can help people with anxiety disorders. It teaches people different ways of thinking, behaving, and reacting anxiety-producing and fearful objects and situations. CBT can also help people learn and practice social skills, which is vital for treating social anxiety disorder.
So, from August until now, I feel like my roommate's mood has changed completely. I talked to her on social media before I moved in with her, and I would have literally never guessed that she was dealing with depression and anxiety, especially in August when I met her, literally the brightest soul. And then as I got to know her, I found that out. But after getting to know that, I still think that she's the brightest soul, and it's like showing now, especially from August until now. Like it shows that like that doesn't define her.
I've known my roommate for a good bit, and I knew that she struggled with anxiety and depression. And like I always knew that, but she never really like reflected it, which I like think is really strong of her to do. Like she never like blames that on anyone else. And seeing her change from August to now, it's definitely positive. She definitely like used to, I don't know, like you just see it now that she's a lot happier and like she's really sure of herself now.
It like really, you can just see it on her face.
Yeah.
Especially
and like her choices and stuff like that.
Especially seeing like videos or pictures of her old self versus now, completely different person. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just a ray of sunshine.
So I am her. I have dealt with the diagnosed anxiety and depression version of myself for about a year. Back in October of 2019, it was a rough start for me. I did not want to go to the doctor. I did not want to accept the fact that I was dealing with a mental illness. But I have learned to accept myself. I plan on doing a bunch of things in the future for anxiety and depression because I do believe that there is a stigma with this. I always thought that something was wrong with me, and the fact that whenever I did get diagnosed with depression and anxiety, I didn't want that label, but there shouldn't ever be a label put on mental illness. I'm really proud of myself. It's not always me putting on a face, but occasionally it is, and I've learned that it's okay to not be okay. Anxiety and depression is real. It's not something that should define who I am. It's not something that I need to hide, but I'm just really proud of myself. I'm proud of the people who I am surrounding myself with. I'm proud of who I've become, and I'm proud to tell the world right now that I have anxiety and depression, but that is not who I am.